Yeah. So today we will discuss about the Java abstraction and Java abstraction, as we already learned about the definition. So abstract itself, the word itself states that the we can't use everything. We have some data that need to be abstracted, that need to be hidden. So data abstraction is the process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. So only those information which is useful to the user we will show, and we can actually hide some data which is not needed to the user. So I've just dropped you the definition. So data abstraction is the process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. So it clearly states that we are abstracting some data, we are hiding some data, and we are showing only certain data. So how is this possible? When we are coming to a classes or interfaces, we will learn about this abstraction more. So if I just say abstract class. So abstract is a keyword. It's directly ABSTRACT. Abstract is the keyword, and it is a non-access modifier. So we can't access completely using this keyword. So if we use it in the class, then what happens? It restricts the class, and it cannot, like, we cannot create any object of that class. So you have declared a class saying public abstract some class, so public abstract animal or some class name. And when you're trying in your main object and when you're trying main method, you can't create any object of that class. So if I create animal, my object, any new animal, that gives me a compilation error. So that is how this abstract class is defined. So when we use this keyword in front of our abstract class, what happens is it will not allow us to create any object on that particular class. So if I declare a class public abstract animal, then during my main method, if I want to use, if I want to create an object here, and I want to create an object here, that is animal, my obj, which is equal to new animal. So I am creating an object. So this part of creation of the object of this abstract class is not allowed. I get a error on this. So here this line is giving me a compilation error. Okay. So if I come to my method, so in the class now you understood that if a class is declared as an abstract, it is a restricted class and we cannot create any object of that class. So if I declare a method as an abstract method, what happens is this can only be used in abstract class. So when if a class is declared as abstract, then the method can be declared as abstract. So the body is provided by the subclass. Like for this abstract class, you cannot, you created an abstract method, but later on when you want to use anything of it, then you have to go for further for inheritance class. So if I say I have a class, abstract class animal, and then I have created an method in that. So if I have an abstract class animal, And in my abstract class animal, I have a method, and I am declaring this method as abstract. And one more thing, in our method, we cannot write the body. I cannot write the body because it will not allow my abstract method will not allow my anything to written in that body. But if I say a normal method, if I just have a normal method, I can have any SOPs. Like in the same thing, if I have a public void, some speech, then I can write any SOP here, like my system output. Okay. So this is a normal method. So I can write a body here. Inside the method, I can write any body. But if I declare it as an abstract method, I cannot write any body. The body cannot be written in that. Okay, so this is clear, right? So the difference between abstract method and regular normal method. So abstract method cannot have a body, but regular method can have a body. And this is my class. This is my abstract class. So abstract class cannot be called as an object in my main method, but it can have an subclass created. So what we do, we create a subclass, class dog, which is an extends of my main class, animal. Okay. So this is the subclass of my animal. So what I does here, I do a normal thing, any method which I want, public void sound. I have a system out dot println. So what does this do? Okay. So this is my body of a normal thing, normal subclass. Now what happens is we will write our main method. In our main method, I'll try to create an object of my abstract class as well as my normal class. So first I'll try creating a class, I mean main method with abstract class. So I'll try creating object for my main class, which is an abstract class. I mean the abstract class. We'll just see what error comes. Okay. And then I will create an object of the normal child class, dog class. Okay. After that, I'll try to call my method. So, as I said you, this is my abstract class in which there is a method, abstract method, which does not have a body. But I can write a body of my this thing in my inherited class. So when I am writing a inherited class, so I can write my body here. So I can use the same thing. I mean, even you can use this. I'll write another method which have the body of this method. So, but I'll do the same here. Okay. So I will just have this body of my in abstract method printed over my child class, inherited class. So I will write a method there. So now what I will do is I have created object for my main class, which creates an error here. So again, I'll create a object of my child class, and then I will call the method dog dot animal sound. And also we will call the speech also, speech method which is there in animal. So I can't call it as animal, as I said it's an abstract class. So we have inherited a class, so I will call the object of the inherited class and then this method. So I can directly do it as dog dot speech. Okay, so we will just try doing this in the. So I in this whole program, the main point here it is the abstract class. We are declaring the abstract class wherein that abstract class cannot be created as an object in our main class. And we have the second point where it says method. Abstract method, whatever we are using it. Abstract method, whatever I'm using it, cannot be having a body in that, but it can be, the body can be written in the inherited class. So the similar, this is my abstract class where I cannot create the object, but I have created it. We'll see what error we get. So it says, so the object cannot be created as okay. I have written this my dog, right? It's my dog. Okay. Now we will get the error. What is required? Animal sound. Animal sound. Animal sound. Speech. We have not written our sorry, main block. Okay. Now, I mean, actual block is fine. Now, I'll just uncomment this. We'll see what type of error comes if I want to create an object to my abstract class. This is an abstract class, and I'm trying to create an object. This is my first point. So, when we come about to abstraction, we have two types. That is abstraction class and abstraction method. So, abstraction class, what does it do is when if we declare any class with an abstract keyword, then it will not allow us to create an object. So what is the error if we are trying to create an object for the abstract? It says animal is abstract and it cannot be instantiated. So which means it cannot be created as a proxy value. So that is how this is the error what we get if we were trying to create an object for an abstract class. So the next point is abstract method. So if I'm creating an abstract method, I mean if I give a keyword to an abstract, I mean to a method, then we are not supposed to have a body. So if I write some body in this, so if I'm trying to write a body over here, what does it do? What is the error that we get? We'll just see. So it says abstracts methods cannot have a body. So I cannot write any body in my abstract if I create a method as an abstract. So what happens is this animal sound method can be initiated into my child class. This is my child class, and then the method can have the body. So this cannot be written. This part of code should not be there. So now how it is working, we'll see. So now coming to my main method, I have created my object for dog. So it goes my dog dot animal sound method. So animal sound. So it went into animal sound and it printed dog says bow bow bow. This system output. And then it comes out of the system and goes for the speech. But if I say speech, speech is the method of animal, but I am calling with the object child because this is an abstract class and this is inherited to my child class. So I can call it as directly with my dog dot speech. So it goes to the speech and print this bobo. Okay. Any doubts in this abstract class and abstract method? Yes, guys. This is about the abstract class and abstract method. Any doubts in this? Okay, I will tell you the next point where it says Java interface. So, what is the interface? So, abstraction is done. Now, we have to go for the interface keyword. So, in Java, interface is nothing but it's completely the abstract class only. But this interface has all empty. It doesn't have any body. We cannot have if we write it. If we don't declare the abstract, also we cannot have a body for if the class is declared as interface. So suppose in the same program, let me share you the same program. So in the same program, instead of abstract, I am using interface. I'm using interface, and the abstract cannot be, I mean, need not be used now. So if this is an interface, directly I can use the body, but we'll see what type of error is occurring here. So if I create a class with interface, then the interface methods does not should not have any body. So I can actually remove my abstract method. I can have directly my animal sound and speech, and this should not have the body. So what I will do is I will replace this here with, I mean, in the same child class. Okay, so I can't have my I mean method with the body in my interface. So interface class has only the method names, but those methods does not have any body. Now under my child class, which is an extension of an animal, this interface is getting implemented. The interface class animal is getting implemented in my dog. So here I have my animal sound method, which is having the body of it, and then my speech method, which is having a speech in it. But when I come to my main method, I create an object for my and subclass, and then I just directly go and have my methods called. So this is a simple way. This is the same way it is used. So there is there's no lot of difference between this interface and then abstract class. Okay, so this is the major point. Now, when I declare it as a class, then it says it is an extension of my class. But if I declare it as an interface, then my child class says it is an implementation of the interface. It's not an extension. It is implementation. This is the major point now. So this is an implementation of the major class, and the keyword is implements. So the keyword is implements, but the action, what does it do is it implements the parent class. My implementation of my parent class is done through my child class. Okay. So this is how my interface works. So the process is same. It calls about the animal body, but as it's an interface of an animal, it goes to the animal and then found the animal sound. So this is how the implementation is done for the interface. Interface and abstract class are almost the same, but the little difference is only the difference is that in our abstract class we need to have an extension, but in our interface class we can just have a implementation. There are a few more differences where we can actually tell what is the difference between the interfaces and abstract class. So if you declare a class with interface, the that program generally takes it as an abstract. By default, it takes it as an abstract and public. But if we declare any attributes as interface, by default they get considered as public, static, and final. And we also have multiple interfaces. Like, see, if you want to create one class with interface animal, and you have a method in that without a body, and you can also create a second class interface vegetables, and you can have a public method but without any body. Again, you can implement both the interfaces using the same class. So in the same program, if we go, so I have written an animal, and then I'll just have the same interface class. So this would be my vegetables. Okay. So in animal sound is one method in my first interface, and vegetables will have color. Color will be my attribute of my second interface. And then when I'm going to my child class, I have a class of some obj object which is implementing my animal one interface and my second interface too, the same thing, vegetables. Okay, so in which I will have my implements of my first method, which is animal sound, dog says bow bow, and the thing is second one is color, which says white, so green, something like. So now I am creating my obj, I mean object of my child class, obj of my obj, new obj. Okay. So this is again the same what do you say? Same flow. There is no change here. This is an example of multiple interfaces. We can use multiple interfaces in the same program. So some example, like if you want to create a class of LKG and UKG, and you're implementing LKG and UKG with the names, you're giving the names and everything. And in the main product, first you call the name, and then you want to call their class. So this is how this can be implemented. So this is how the main method goes. So it goes to the animal sound method, which is implemented by first interface and prints this output. And then it goes to my color of this obj, which is implemented by second interface and prints green. Okay, this is an example of multiple interfaces. Multiple interfaces implemented in the same program. So guys, I hope you're copy pasting these programs in your notes. Okay. So basically, abstract class and interface are almost similar because these both are used to hide some quantity and only display some whatever we want. So these are the abstract class and interfaces. And if I go for the difference between them, I can actually give them as guys. Please note down in your running notes. These are like sentences itself, or else if you want, I can give you a document also. Okay. Okay, so you're able to see the differences, right? So if I say abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract methods, but in interface can have only abstract methods. That is what the first example where I showed you that abstract class is there, in which I have given one abstract method where it is not having any body, and I have declared a non-abstract method also where it is having a body. You got that first point, right? But in interface I cannot do that, because only one method will be there which is not having any body. That is only the abstract method. We can have only the abstract methods in interfaces. And abstract class does not support multiple inheritance, but interfaces does, like we did multiple interfaces example. So this is the second difference. And the third difference is abstract class can have final, non-final, static and non-static, any type of variables, but interface has only static and final variables. We cannot create more than those variables, and that is how the method gets ended in interfaces. Abstract class can provide the implementation of interface, and interface can provide the implementation of an abstract class. If I declare an abstract class and if I want to create a child class of some interfaces, it does not allow. Interface does not allow, but abstract class do allow it. And the abstract keyword is used to declare the abstract class, and interface is the keyword which is used to declare the interface. And abstract class can be extended, like when I'm doing a child class, I can extend my abstract class, but interface cannot be extended. It is implemented. Implements is the keyword which is used for having a child class. Java abstract class can have class members like private and protected, but interface is defaultly taken as public. So these are some examples which we have already taken up. So I'll send you this attachment. Do take a note of this. Okay, I'll send it through WhatsApp. So any more doubts, guys, on abstraction or interface, or the difference between the abstract and interface? So we have three parts now: abstract class, abstract interface, abstract class, interface, and the difference between them. In abstract class, again, what do we have? Abstract class, abstract method, and how do we use them. And in interface is directly we have the single interface conception and multi interfaces also. And the difference is the combination of this both. So any doubts in the abstraction part? Yes, guys.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Santoshi, haven't you submitted your assignments?
No, ma'am.
Uh,
Yesterday I joined, so today we have a function, so I didn't attend. Sorry, ma'am.
okay. No, it's okay, Santoshi. I was thinking you're unable to get it or something. If you want any external support, I would like to help you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So just have just have a knowledge, theory knowledge, and let me know so that we can actually sit and note down all those assignment parts, whatever. At least you can have Mohammed's assignment because he submitted everything. So you can just go through them and then let me know if you have any doubts. You can practice on that.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Tarun, any doubt?
No, I have just I joined just now. Reading that part.
Joined early and then you left, right?
Yeah, actually, I was in the bus, madam.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
now I reached my
So,
home.
okay, Tarun, what I do is I'll just give a synopsis of this so that even
Mhm.
others can have a look on this. Today we
Okay.
have learned about the abstraction. So abstraction is all about hiding some part from the users and giving only the one which is required. Okay. So did you get the chat boxes, or you didn't get the programs right in the chat box?
No, madam, they are invisible.
Okay, I'm just posting everything again. So just let me know if you are able to segregate the data. Okay. So now the thing is, in abstract class we have again three types: abstract class, abstract interface, and then differences between abstract class and interface. So in abstract class we have abstract class and abstract method. If you are declaring a class with abstract, like in the chat box, if you see, if you are declaring a abstract, then you cannot create an object in the main method. That would be your first example if you see. And if you're trying to create an object of my animal, my object, a new animal, it generates an error, compilation error. And the second is abstract method. If I create if I name any method with abstract, name abstract, public abstract, anything like that, then it will not allow me uh, to write any body in that. So I cannot write any body for the one which is created with the name abstract. Okay.
I see.
So that is abstract class and abstract method. So this is the abstract class. So in my abstract class, I can write a method, but I cannot create an object. If I create an object, it says it's showing a compilation error. And this is my abstract class, and I have created a method with abstract, where this method cannot have a body. If I write a body like this inside it, any action or something, it says as it's an abstract, we cannot create any body. And now in my main thing, if I create this object, this gives me an error. So I have to comment this, and I have to create the object of my child, and then initiate my parent method also. So this is how the abstract work. And if I say interface, if I generate something with the interface, then the interface will not have any methods. I mean, if I in the interface, if there is any method, it will not allow us to give the body of that method. So if I just created an interface animal, an interface vegetable, interface can be multiple interfaces also. So this is my child, where I'm implementing both the interfaces. So if I see this word extends is used for abstract or the normal classes, but for interface I have to use the word implements. Okay, so if I create a child object, then I have to use the keyword implements for my interface classes. So I can implement multiple interfaces at the same time. So in this, animal sound can be given the action in my child, and color will be given with an action green. So if I just have this thing, I'll just let you know what would be the compilation error. So I'm trying to create an object for my animal. It says animal is an abstract class which cannot be initiated. So generally interface to the system, it takes it as abstract only. The word as it takes as abstract only. Okay. So I have to not use this. I'm not allowed to create an object for my abstract class or my interface class. So now it goes with my animal sound first, and then prints this. And the second method is called as color, which goes with green. Okay. Just by your synopsis, Tarun, just go and dig it more with the programs that I've given you in the chat box, so that
Okay.
you will understand more. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Madhavi and Maunika. Madhavi, are you able to understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but I didn't receive assignments. Yeah, please do practice, Madhavi. I hope you are at least practicing it. Even if you don't submit, that's not an issue. But please practice them, because if you have taken the assessment, you will understand the at least a basic level of interrogation within the interview sessions. Hi, Monica.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, so are you able to understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So submit the assignments, Monica. It will be helpful for you.
Actually, ma'am, busy with exams. I'm sorry. After the exams, can I submit?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Take your time. After that, if you're trying to, and I mean, if you're facing any difficulties in understanding, let me know. We'll have a session, small session, to just clarify the previous classes. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Raju, Kalpana Raju.
I will understand.
Hi. So, how was it? I mean, how are the classes? Are you able to understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, just try to submit the assignments. It would be good for you also.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Um, Mohammed, it's great that you have almost submitted everything, and hope you are able to write your programs on your own. If you are trying to get on to any topic or anything, you're able to understand them, right? You're able to get your programs written by your own, right, Mohammed? Okay. You're on mute, Mohammed. Are you talking? Hi, Siri. Siri, are you there? Okay. So that's it for today, guys. So just go back and practice all those programs. Try to check on the restricted values. Like if I say the abstract class cannot be created as an object, just try creating an object and then submit. I mean, try to face it. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.